Hello? Where's my horse? Colonel Skipper, where did you go? Hello? I'm afraid my horse has disappeared. Where is it? I turn around for 10 seconds and he's gone. Colonel Skipper? Hello? Hang on, I have to cheat. Where are you hiding? Colonel Skipper? There you are. Hey, what are you doing all the way over here, huh? What are you doing? Someday I will build a stables for Colonel Skipper. For now, though, in the hole you go. Welcome back to Minecraft. Hello, everybody. If anyone was here for the first episode, you'll remember that I talked about lore. I vaguely mentioned there was some lore for this series, and then I haven't said a single word about it since then, and we're on episode 6 now, so it's been a minute. This area back here, though, is a large open space with nothing going on, and I say today we expand the lore a little bit. First things first, though, I gotta clean up all of these trapdoors right here, and then I can tell you the plan for today. These copper trapdoors have been out here for actually like hours, and they're still not fully oxidized. Whatever, I'm not going to be using them for a while, I don't think. Maybe. I have a question for all of you smart folk out there. What generally goes behind an old looking... Wait, I have a question for all you smart folk out there. What typically goes behind an old look... What in the... I have a question for all of you smart folk out there. What usually goes behind an old looking church like this one? That's right, you guessed it. You guessed it. You don't need me to tell you what it is. You already know. You guessed it. It's a graveyard. That's right. That's where I was going with this. I don't know. I don't know. If you've ever seen small churches, they a lot of times will have graveyards accompanying them, especially back when churches were like the center of little villages and towns and whatever. That'd be where the community graveyard was. That's what I want to put where I'm standing right now. I'm not going to get fully into what the lore of the series is, but I'm just going to say that this graveyard is going to be heavily impactful towards that lore. So be excited for the next 12 episodes when I finally talk about the lore again or something. Probably sooner than that. Hopefully sooner than that anyway. Now, if you'll remember in the last episode, we built this villager breeding house. This is part of the reason that I haven't been able to talk about the lore much, and that's because this area right here, this village where I'm in, is supposed to be helping me advance in this game. But it's really just another project, this area over here, so far away from where I live in that direction. I keep getting distracted and doing other stuff. Maybe I should, like, try staying in one area. I don't know. If I have time today, then I might try and get a little bit more progress on the villager situation we have here, because I got a whole bunch of these guys now in this hole, and I would like to start villager trading pretty soon here. Villager trading will be great. It'll give me a good food source. I mean, my farms give me a food source, but it'll give me a better food source. It'll give me new blocks. It'll give me a lot of XP. It will get me new backup armor and stuff like that, backup gear. And since I die all the time, that'll be fantastic for me. But enough with these villagers. I hate them, and they're stupid. As I said, my main goal for today is to turn this little area out here into a graveyard. As I said, I'm going to have to flatten the area out because right now, not very flat, not very suitable for graveyard stuff. So there's going to be some terraforming, and I really just need to flatten it first. So nothing crazy when it comes to the terraforming, at least not yet, but I am going to get a little bit of I'm going to have more dirt. Dirt is going to be put down. That's all. Hello, sir. Two lovely looking animals you got there. I've been needing some of these. Look, I know this is just about maybe the 5th wandering trader that I have sacrificed for my attempt to acquire llamas. Attempt, as they've all died, so it's not been very successful. But this time, I have a better plan. Let's see if I can grab these leads. Come with me. They'll survive this time if it's the last thing I do. Come on in, boys. They can't fit, can they? Oh, this is fantastic. Sand? Where'd this go? Oh, shoot. They're destroying my item frames. No. No, stop. No, 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 no. Well, that was an unforeseen aspect of this plan. They're following me upstairs. That's fine. Yeah, come up here. There's no item frames up here for you to destroy. Good, good, good. Okay, excuse me. I'm going down. See ya. My poor item frames. One of them's... Don't even tell me right now that one of them just... What in the world? No, my dogs. No. Sir, please stop. How are you even standing? What? Oh, they were hitting me. What? Well. Good boy. What a mess that was. Absolute waste of time. Colonel Skipper, why can't I keep llamas alive? Why do they keep dying? Oh, I'm in the hole. No matter what I do, it's not good enough. I genuinely did not even think about my dogs attacking the llamas. I'm an idiot. Well, I placed all the dirt. The dirt is here. The terraforming is not here. We'll do that later. Just dirt for the time being, but I think this is flat enough to where I can place some gravestones. I should get a path laid out first, because then I'll know kind of where or how to get down here anyway. So what I'll probably do is have the path kind of loop up this direction and then maybe make its way up here, and then that might not make any sense. I'll have the path come around this way, just from right here, a much shorter path, and then kind of down this way, but I'll figure that out, and then I have a few gravestone designs, which I'll just kind of put all over the place, and I mean, it's going to be very simple, but let's see if I can get at least a path. I don't really know what I'm going to do with the rest of this area yet. I mean, kinda, but not exactly. I could have the path kind of just continue on its way down here, and into what will likely turn into a village in this area right here. For now, though, the path will probably just go to right about here. I don't know, I'm just going to build it. I put a little bit of a path in. It kind of goes around both ways, actually, I decided. It goes all the way around this building and kind of winds around down here, as you can see. And it also comes back this way, so you can choose which direction you want to walk to get to the cemetery. Amazing. This is just a path layout. Of course, there's going to need to be a bunch of terraforming that happens in this area, so I'll finish the path then, get a little bit of an overhead view. It's pretty cool. It's path. Move on. I have with me a lot of blocks, and some of these can be used to create headstones. Obviously, they can just be something as simple as this. I mean, that works. That's it. Can have a bunch of small ones like this around. Can do something kind of like this. That's a pretty big... Oh my god! I've fallen? Hello? It's a more elaborate, fancy person headstone. Could do something like this. This is nice. Really, I'm just going to sprinkle a bunch of these around. Hopefully, that'll give off the impression of what this place is supposed to be. Maybe I'll build a couple of larger ones, maybe? Actually, you know what? Why not? Maybe here in the middle, this looks like a place a large one could be. Could do something like that. Now, that is a rich person right there, or they were a rich person anyway. This used to be a rich person before they died. I also want to build like a mausoleum right here. I think that's what these things are called. I don't really know how tall this thing should be. Probably not like super tall. This is probably tall enough. This thing does not need to be big, you know? Excuse me, hello? And we all know what has to happen right now, right? He's coming right up here. Oh, I'm going down. You waltz right on up to where I'm building and expect this not to happen, all right? What do you sell? I don't need any of this, unfortunately for you. Look, this isn't personal, I promise. I really need some llamas, okay? This is not personal, though. I swear it isn't. Now, the question is, what do I do with these idiots? I have an idea. I have a great idea. This'll work. This'll be fantastic. Come here, fence post. All right, stupid. Come here. Come on down. Come on in. Come on in. In here. In here you go. Yep, and tie you up. Perfect. Get the other guy. They're not even mad at me. I ran away, and they're not mad. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, stupid. Come on, come on, come on. Dude, get down here. Come on, you idiot. Go on in. Yes, go inside of here. Good. Perfect. Now, they can live here for the time being until I have stables. How rich do you have to be to get a mausoleum anyway? If this dude's rich, then this dude is super rich. Considering how rich this person is, it only makes sense they have a lovely rock in the building. Really, who wouldn't want a beautiful rock to top their place of death? I know I certainly would. Wait, I've just trapped myself. Look at this place. I just winged this. It actually turned out pretty well. I like this build. I mean, it's super easy. I might add some vines on it. That might help improve it. And maybe right here, where all my stuff is, I'll build another large gravestone, but all the rest of this stuff is going to be, I mean, it's just going to be small little guys like this for poor people. As such, I'm going to do the rest of this off camera, and then we'll look at it together when I get back, and it'll be super exciting. I'm liking the way this is feeling. Well, I mean, it's feeling sad because we're in a graveyard. The overhead view, not so great, but I think that's because there's actually no terraforming having been done. But walking through down here does feel pretty nice as far as walking through a graveyard can. It definitely gives off the correct impression anyway. I think what this place really needs is some terraforming though, because I think with it being so clean, it's really not getting the right effect across, especially with how run down all of these headstones and stuff are. But I think that's enough headstones for now. There's a lot of dead people in this cemetery. I want some more of this rooted dirt. And I think you can get that with the new saplings, the new tree saplings. What are those things? The pale oak. When you grow them into trees, they spawn a whole bunch of rooted dirt around them. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think I have any of these saplings. I don't. So I think I'm going to try and find a pale oak garden. Let's see where the nearest pale garden is. Well, there's some way over here. Holy moly, that's a long way. I have to travel well over 1,000 blocks to get there. Is this worth it? I could get rooted dirt other ways, although I suppose it'd be a good thing to get the pale oak saplings anyway. I'm gonna need to get them at some point. Might as well be now. All right, Colonel Skipper. We have a long journey ahead of us. I hope this works. I know horses can't go in boats, so I'm gonna try and just kind of like pull Colonel Skipper with me. Yeah, this works. This is great, actually. Oh, we've come ashore. We've run aboard. Or wait, what's this? What? We've run ashore. That's what they say. Well, as long as this lead remains intact, I think we're fine. Well, I'll get there someday, and I'll see everybody on the other side, I guess. In theory, I should be approaching the Pale Oak Garden pretty soon. 3,000 blocks. Yeah, not 1,000 or whatever I said. I don't know how I got that number, but I think somewhere right around here it should be, if my calculations are correct. Hello? Pale Oak Forest, where are you? Or Pale Garden? Whatever. Oh, there it is. This is the first time I'm actually seeing this, like, in-game. That's so dope looking. Ooh. It's so cool in here. I was already able to get this moss from a wandering trader, but it's really neat to be able to see this place for the first time and actually to get the rest of this stuff here. Okay, I'm gonna create a little bit of a horse hole here for Colonel Skipper. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to stay here until night so that I can capture a creaking. But in the meantime, let's get some of this wood. Mostly, let's get some saplings. I don't have any plans to use the wood in the immediate future. I will need to use it, I'm sure, at some point, and so might as well get it while I want to get the saplings. I hope I'm correct about these saplings creating rooted dirt. It'd be really awkward if I'm not, and I went all this way for no reason. I didn't bring shears. I'm so dumb. Can I collect these vines with Silk Touch? I can. Good, good. We're fine. We're fine. I definitely want to get some of these hanging vines, though, because these are super cool. Hello? What? Hey. What are you doing? Anyway, I was gonna say about the vines. I like the hanging vines, like the glowberry vines are super cool, but they're so vibrant green. This is nice as like a toned back vine that you can still use. I also really want to get these flowers. These are so cool. They bloom at night. I don't remember what they're called. Eye blossom. Eye blossom flowers. These are dope. These will actually be really nice for my lore I was talking about. And these leaves drop such cool particles. Look at those. I can use these particles for builds too. This is so exciting. Is there anything else here that I might need? I think I just want to get a creaking. I don't know how dangerous they are. I definitely don't want to die, but I did set my spawn at the very least. And I have this bed so I can sleep if I need to, but I want it to become night so I can collect at least one creaking for no reason except I kind of want one, you know? I'm getting some serious frames over here. I don't know if some of this world hasn't loaded in or something yet. Well, night is befalling us. This is kind of getting scary. I'm a little bit scared right now, I'm not gonna lie. Especially with the frames like this. Why am I running on a low frame rate? What's happening? It's here. It's here? Hey, buddy. There's another one. Oh, wait. Oh. Dude, there's 3. Where do you? Okay, this is a little scary. Where do you come from? Oh, I see you. I see where you come from. Does it need to be night for me to collect these things? Man, if there was not 3 right there, then this would be a lot less frightening because I have to kind of keep this in my eyesight. But the other ones, are also back there. Somewhere. And there's zombies and stuff. Oh, I'm being attacked. I don't have time to deal with you right now. I don't. I do not have time to deal with you right now. I'm on fire. Oh, skeleton. Holy shoot. Dude, I don't have time. Yes, use the creaking as a shield. Ow, come on, skeleton. Get over here. Where's my bow? Okay. This is really stupid. Hey, you stop that. Stop that right now. Get out of here. You, buddy, hello? All right, we're fine. It's fine. I've barely taken any damage. My armor is good. There's another one right there, dude. Jeez. Okay, fine. The other mobs are making this a lot more difficult than I expected it to be. Okay, fine. Ow. Why are there so many skeletons everywhere? Can these guys leave? Dude, I don't... There's two. Yeah, fight each other. Oh, there's two creakings right there also. Let's see. Get my bow on my hotbar because these guys are really... They're everywhere. There are more skeletons than there are creakings in this place. I need you guys to get out of here. Fine. I have barely taken any damage, but still. Okay. In this tree, somewhere is the creaking. There it is. I found it. So I need to silk touch this. Oh, and I don't have a silk touch axe, so this is just going to take a while. No skeleton. I mean, are we serious? Hey, I'm busy, man. I'm busy. You stay put. You stay put. You two stay right where you are. You hear me? No, don't blow up my creaking place. I take so much damage from them. I have to fight the entire Minecraft mob, all of them, at the same time. There are so many. I just want to... Can I do this during the day? I have no idea how these things work. They're so fast, though. Yeah, you two stop right there. I should get a silk touch axe. That seems important, because that would make this whole process much easier. It's mine. I have it, right? It's right there. Creaking heart. I have it in my inventory. I have it. The creaking is mine. All right, buddy. You're next. Dude, they blend in with these trees so well. These mobs are terrifying. They aren't like super dangerous or anything, but they're scary, dude. No other mob should be able to spawn in the creaking forest. That's my, or pale, whatever. What's it? Because this is so annoying to deal with. Get out of here. If it was early game, as I was saying, dude, I would be dead. Very, very, very dead. There you are. Oh, there's another one back there, and there's a zombie somewhere. Is there another zombie coming? I forgot about you. Can you all leave me actually alone? Right? Can you... What? Oh. And I got you. Yes. How many of these guys can I get? Can I get more? There's another one over here somewhere, right? Hello? Are there other creakings? There is one. Ha. I knew I heard you, dude. These guys are scary. These are so scary. Where do you come from? There you are. Found you. More exploded. Did I collect that? The creeper didn't. I collected it before the creeper blew it up. Okay. You know what? I think that's enough for me. This has been quite eventful. Wait, it's sleeping time. I'm going to bed. It's bedtime. Okay. Cool. I might drop another tree just to see if I can get a few more saplings here, because I really want to make sure that I don't have to walk all the way back here for more of this wood when I need it, because this is literally so far away. 3,000 blocks? More than 3,000 blocks? 3,000 to 4,000 blocks away. Somewhere. I'm not doing the math, okay? Maybe I'll collect some more of these flowers while I'm here, too, because I'm not sure there's another way to get my hands on them than to grow them in this biome, and this is the nearest one. It's not very near, so while I'm here, I'll grab more flowers, and then I'm going to walk all the way back. Me and Colonel Skipper are going to go on another fun adventure. I really hope I'm right about these trees growing rooted dirt. I guess we're gonna find out. I could have sworn that I saw this somewhere. That these trees would grow rooted dirt under them. Where did I get this information from? Did I just, like, make all that up? This might be the biggest waste of time of anything that anyone's ever done before in history. I'm serious. I don't think a human being has ever wasted time more than I just did. So the only way to get rooted dirt is to mine out from underneath an azalea tree, I guess. Why did I think that this? Why did I think that these trees would spawn rooted dirt? Why did I think that? I mean, I guess I'm glad I got the tree. I guess I'll maybe go to an azalea tree and get rooted dirt that way. Or I just don't use it. I don't even know if I don't have time for this nonsense. I gotta build. I'm running out of... Getting rooted dirt is gotta be, like, the most annoying thing to do then. Because if that's the only way that you can do it... I'm mad. Well, at least I think I'm gonna use the flowers and maybe even these saplings for the terraforming, I guess. So, I mean, the trip wasn't a complete waste of time, and I got the creakings, so it's cool, I guess. It's fine. It's whatever. Yeah, I looked it up. The only way to get rooted dirt is to get it from under azalea trees. I don't know what I was thinking in my head. Where's my, I gotta get my horse. I'm not walking all the way back on my feet. Someone please tell me next time. Leave a comment and tell me that what I'm doing in my video is stupid. My head is the space inside a vacuum cleaner where all the dirt goes. At this point, I'm just gonna do this terraforming. I need a moment to relax, to marinate over my stupidity, and hopefully make this place look a little bit better than it does currently. Probably won't be using any rooted dirt for the time being. I'm just gonna do some building. I'll see how much I can get done, I guess, and then I'll meet you on the other side. This right here is a dope thumbnail, dude. Maybe it isn't. This flower seems like it's really close. Maybe something more like this. Although now this one in the front is really close. Maybe something more like this. I don't know. Is this good? I actually really like this one. I like this view. I don't care if there's a giant flower right in the middle of the screen. This is fine. This is good. Amazing. Thumbnail captured. What was I doing? Right. It's not done. I'm running out of time. This whole area is still whatever this is, this workstation, but I've done a lot of terraforming and it looks so much better now, especially if we take a view from a bit further away. Oh my gosh, lag. You can really see the difference that just some very simple terraforming makes here. It looks so much nicer than it did. There's a lot of terraforming left to do. I have to do this entire, well, I'll have to do this. There's going to be a cliff here, probably. I need to build more cliffs like these, like large rocks around, I think. And then I might add more trees. I don't know. Speaking of trees, check these out. This one I think is really nice. I like these. These are a bit smaller scale. They look better from further away, but I do think this one looks good from pretty up close too. This one here is really small. It might be a bit too small. I don't know how to make a tree this small. I think it looks okay from far away though. So it's probably fine. This tree here I'm really happy with. I think this is my favorite tree. I think this one here is my favorite tree that I built. And especially from further away, again, these trees look pretty nice, I think. So, yeah, I'm happy with them. So tried adding a bunch of flowers around to give the impression that people would come by and give flowers to their deceased, to their loved ones. What am I saying? To their deceased? What? I added these flowers here because I thought, you know, when people go visit their loved ones that have passed away, they tend to leave flowers by the graves, and so that's what I'm doing. That's what I meant to say. Turns out I didn't really need rooted dirt after all, since I just used packed mud and actually this concrete powder. I think this looks good. However, it doesn't exactly get the vibes across that I want yet. So that's what I want to do now. Because, again, I was talking about some lore at the beginning of this episode, and I'm going to I'm going to talk about it just for a second. Now, I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing lore-wise. Like, I'm not 100% sure, but I do have some pretty good ideas of things that I can do. One of those ideas is, ghosts? I don't know. Haunted? Spooky. As per usual, smooth delivery, but hopefully you know what I'm talking about. So for now, I just want to spooky this place up a little bit. While I'm on the topic of lore, this thing is going to lead somewhere. I don't know exactly where yet, but it would be really cool to have this go underground, maybe, and to have some, I don't know, more spooky stuff down underground that you can only enter through whatever this thing is called, I forget. Let's see, what all spooky things do I have? Mushrooms would be good. However, I only have one. I don't really have time to get more today either. Can I plant this on coarse dirt? I can't. What do I have to plant these on? All right, I'll acquire more mushrooms later. That's a good one, but it's going to be a little bit of a collection adventure. I might go to the Nether and get some of those blue and red mushrooms, whatever they're called. You know what? Maybe I should get some jack-o'-lanterns. Some carved pumpkins anyway, maybe not glowing. Those are spooky, that fits the lore. I think eventually I'll want to tell a bit of a story with the lore and with the world in this whole area. I don't know exactly what that story will be, but it'll definitely have to do with all the spooky elements I was talking about. But it's definitely going to have something to do with this place being haunted. And I think that my starter base and this graveyard and maybe this cave and an underground labyrinth potentially will be at the center of all the spooky and hauntedness and stuff. We'll see. For now, though, while it becomes night, I do think the ideal lighting is going to be soul torches. I definitely want it to be moody down here, so I don't want too much light, but I don't know if I want to risk mobs spawning in here either. Because these pale oak saplings can only grow if there are 4 of them, kind of like dark oak trees, then these are good things to place. Look how spooky that is. I like these saplings a lot. They look very neat, and so I will place a few of them around places. I can't place mushrooms on anything. I'll have to figure out what I can. I think you can place mushrooms on podzol. What else can you place them on? I don't understand why you can't place mushrooms on dirt or moss. That doesn't make any sense. Well, I only have one anyway. This might be an experiment for in between episodes. We'll see. I don't know. I have the pale hanging moss. I don't know if there's anywhere here I can really hang this from. I guess maybe from the trees. I really didn't give myself many surfaces to hang stuff like this from. Of course, these closed eye blossoms are going to be amazing for the vibes, especially at night. I'm going to put these absolutely all over the place. I'm going to need to get a good look at these things at night because I think these are super cool. You know, it would also be very cool to get some wilted roses, although acquiring those is a bit more of a pain. And these are pretty neat. They grow this stuff on the walls. That's cool. I might do a little bit more experimenting between episodes and see if I can really make this place more spooky and maybe finish the terraforming, but this has turned into a way bigger project than I expected it to be. I do want to see this place at night. Night begins. They're open. This is actually really cool. I forgot about the pumpkins too. Hold on. Maybe I should place a pumpkin or two. Dude, these are cool. I wish they gave off light at night. Would that not be incredible? Would that not be the greatest thing that anybody has ever seen before, probably? It is really dark here, so mobs can definitely spawn, which is not great. I might add a little bit more light. I might hide a little bit. I don't want it to be too bright because that will definitely ruin the aesthetic, but ooh. Walking through here is so nice. As much as it can be with dead... I think I already made this joke. The vibes are... This is great. Actually, just like a few small changes. These flowers mostly. And it is all of a sudden kind of spooky in here. Oh boy, I'm being attacked. All right, with that, running away from zombies. That is going to have to do it for... Oh my gosh, I ran into a wall. Oh, home sweet home. Anyway, as I was saying, that's going to have to do it for today. Look at all these bees. And obviously, I was not productive in the slightest, but still, if you enjoyed, consider subscribing. If you enjoyed, consider liking the video because it doesn't hurt you and it does help me. So if you haven't seen any of the other videos in this series, I have created a playlist. So that's cool. It's probably on the screen right now.